looks kind of okay is India. And I will definitely admit that there are some strong powers that can come out of this place. We do now have a clear...
Rekfest needs to fix.
Great powers lists, which unsurprisingly, 2 out of the top 3 are actually from India. Byzantium's not too far behind though. So it took about 150 years, but I think Europe is finally starting to get together. Things are looking better, besides the West. West still has a lot of work, but the East looks alright. And we're actually seeing Alba once again kind of dominate up this way. But as for these other people, who will eventually get kicked out, they're going to be alright. They're also of some sort of Irish culture, and they're just taking their stuff down toward Liberia.
Back bumper's all torn up.
10 o'clock until the bell, so I'm just gonna wait. You guys know who you have on Tuesdays? I can't remember what teacher it is. Anybody know? No, no, she's on Thursdays. So it's either Mrs. Royan or
Yeah, Mr. Ryan.
isn't it? Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait here until she arrives. Okay?
Same corner, no tires. Oh, my bad.
Hi, Mr. Georgia. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Good, good. Excuse me.
Okay, so I'm just gonna leave the meeting, and they're all yours.
If
All
you
right.
can just make me presenter, Mr.
Oh,
Joseph,
yeah.
thank you.
There you go.
Oh, there it is. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Oui, bonjour, mes amis, bonjour. Comment ça va tout le monde? Ça va bien? Excellent, excellent. I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen here. Is anyone not able to see my screen, please let me know, mes amis. I have a question. Yes, Adrian, go ahead. When we're doing the activities work, it requires that we've got scared and I don't have a big part going. So you're talking about HTTP work, and what is it that you don't have? I wasn't able to catch the last part. I feel we've got scared. Oh, okay. Is this the work from yesterday, is that correct? Yes. Okay. So you will have to ask your teacher, just remind him when you're teaching on Monday next week, just remind this year, and he'll probably be able to convert it to the format that you can use. Okay. Okay, just be sure to remind the student on Monday. Okay, yeah, same thing then, Noah. If you can just let ECF know on Monday, just so he's aware going forward, and he can convert it to Word so everyone can access it. Alright. So, I hope everyone can see my screen. I hope everyone's doing well, mes amis. It's certainly nice to be back in with you. It's been a full week since we've seen you, so always nice to be back. I hope everyone's doing well. Did everyone have a good weekend? I know it seems like it was far away, but Everyone have a good weekend, I hope. Anything to share from this weekend before we get started? Anything fun or interesting that you might have done? Calista, yes. On Saturday, my dad took my children and I was babysitting in the other class around the house. Very cool. Very nice. Thank you for sharing, Calista. Ricardo, yes, go ahead.
Yesterday I watched a movie.
Okay, very nice. Nice and relaxing. Adrienne, yes. Saturday I went on a bike ride. Okay, cool. Cool. Anything else, anybody? Anyone else? Okay. Also good. Thank you, Nathan, for sharing. Always nice to learn a little bit about everyone. I do appreciate you sharing that too. We will get started with prayer. As always, we have been doing the Our Father on Thursday. So if you're not familiar with it, that's okay. I just like to follow along with me as I read the words of prayer. Okay? If you can all join me in the sign of our faith and in prayer. Notre Père, qui es aux cieux, que ton nom soit sanctifié, que ton règne vienne, que ta volonté soit faite sur la terre comme au ciel. Donne-nous aujourd'hui notre pain de ce jour. Pardonne-nous nos offenses, comme nous pardonnons aussi à ceux qui nous ont offensés. Et ne nous soumets pas à la tentation, mais délivre-nous du mal. Amen. Père, thank you, Benny. I would like to do attendance really quickly. I know I see you all miss one day in the week, so it does help me when I do attendance to make sure that everybody's here and to make sure that I'm learning all of the names. So I do appreciate your patience when you hear your name. So if you can just say ici or présent, we will quickly get through that. Nathaniel. Joey. Jono. Alex. Sarah. Sarah. Emily. Paul. Can I say that again? Sarah. Someone's joining the party. Oh, I see. Okay. Thank you for letting me know.
Oh my god.
Noah C. Mel. Daniel. Here. Evan. are done, I'm going to put my screen to show you what I would like you to work on. I know that last week when remember you had I did assign a video to watch. I tried to get that loading again so you can continue with that, but unfortunately it looks like the website took down the video. I just found that out this morning, but I will assign you something else, and
Beer.
Looks like there's a four. So we then need to find things that are in here that is for the link, for the class. So we're gonna make three. If you look in this little black bar here, you will have it selected to leave the class and then inventory. There are some other options that you can explore, that you can take.
Now I could talk, but it's more fun to play, like, to have mods on this game, because then, like, they're not on PS4, so they're not really mod friendly. I really want the NASCAR mod for the offline. They should have NASCARs on online. Learn to drive. Learn to drive. Learn to drive. Use your brakes. You have them for a reason. They were installed. Oh, some guy just went flying over. I was like trying to crush the guy in front of me, but like that's because I was focusing on that guy that was flipping. Ah, you dick. Oh. Hey, whoa. I'm turning this Jerome guy. Hey, what? He, huh? He, huh? I didn't really want to talk in there in the game chat because, you know, I'm a squeaker, so I don't think really anyone wants to listen to a squeaker talk in the mic to a stream that they don't really care about anyways. I mean, look at this Jaybird guy. Come here, boy. Ooh. Excellence in the turn. Yikes. Oh. Jaybird, I'm here. Jaybird, I'm here. Oh. Oof. Oof. Fuck. Come on, don't do me friend, bro. Don't do me wrong. Don't do me wrong. Don't do me wrong. Ooh, please, please, please. I'm a Dale Jr. fan too, bro. More of a Jeff Gordon fan, actually. Cap. Always pissed. Always pissed. Always pissed. Dive bomb. Dive bomb. Bam. Right into the fucking I hope you crash. Nope. Can't even turn, bro. I don't have that tire. Dale Jr., you cock. No, you fucking ruined my tire. Ruined my chance to win. Can't even turn this goddamn car no more. I had to go fucking 50 miles per hour to turn a car. Oh my god, you fucking dick. Nah, nah, nah. Carry my car, you asshole. Offline's better. Let's check this stream replay. That NASCAR, that fake NASCAR passed me. I'm going into a turn, hit the wall, and then the blue car just demolishes me. I turned this car around for a second. Alright. National amateurs. You did me wrong. You did me wrong. You did me wrong. Oh, oh. What's the deal, brain? Yeah, get ready for the launch of the new table popcorn.
But the East looks alright, and we're actually seeing Alba once again kind of dominate up this way. But as for these other people who will eventually get kicked out, they're going to be alright. They're also of some sort of Irish culture, and they're just taking their stuff down towards Iberia. Actually, not only that, they're one of the first Europeans to make it to the New World, and they've got a pretty nice colony over here too. Ooh, okay, so this is what I was talking about. Because the world was so divided, it allowed India to take a lot of Australia as well as parts of Indonesia. Oh shit, okay, make that also California and soon to be Alaska. Being from LA myself, I can already hear the tunic guy. Still kind of early to tell, but it seems like we will see a Russia. I don't know how powerful they'll be, but yeah, these guys will more than likely form that nation. And here comes the Romans.
Oh,
okay, good.
Jesus Christ, my entire right side.
They're late bloomers, and they have to travel a little bit further than a lot of the other Europeans. So they have a big portion of Colombia, a lot of the Caribbean, and then
Red said kitty, out of my way. Cycle missile, out of my way.
And they're actually in Chile as well.
Ooh, baby, airtime.
Competition over here, so I'm expecting they're going to do.
Jesus, what? Huh?
And of course,
You guys have fucking street cars and dressing like that, are you kidding me? Calabaza, punny, but it's the good brain.
Finally, Europe is bearable to look at, and I think Byzantium is probably the most powerful, at least in this continent. Who knows what's going on in the rest of the world? And that's kind of what I expected. Because their overlord wasn't that powerful, they weren't able to control these places. So Peru, Brazil, La Plata, they all got their independence. And in North America, it is kind of the same thing. The U.S. and Canada are now free to do whatever they want. They're going to have to fight through a lot of these Europeans, though. I do want to kind of thank this nation for doing just so well in colonization, because, yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have all these free, independent colonies. So thank you so much for doing well, and then kind of falling apart at the end. I like how this Persian nation has just ravaged through East Africa, and I'm sure that's only going to continue.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby, this is Final 11. I need to dive bomb. Oh, come on. Hold it, come on.
Poland has taken a bunch of northern
No, you
territory,
fuck.
which is
Oh,
really
fuck you,
valuable.
you cunt.
Tough to stop.
Oh,
Now,
suck
a lot
my
of big
fat
campaigns,
cock.
China
Oh
tends to
my
do
god,
really
you
well.
offline
Not
bastard.
so much this time around.
Now I like
They have, like,
offline.
outside invaders,
I mean online, sorry.
Japan and Bengal, which also keep in mind the
Oh
Japanese have
my
a lot of tributary states,
god.
meaning they kind of just own this stuff.
No,
So
no,
they're
no,
actually
no,
reaching
no,
a lot further
no.
than it might seem.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay,
Okay, in the last 150 years, the U.S. and Canada have kicked so much European ass. Like, they're not even in this continent anymore.
Hey,
or just
everyone.
barely.
Welcome
Which I'm
back.
thinking this had something to do with it. I mean, it
well, I
had
guess
to have.
welcome
Byzantium
back.
has really been focused
Yes,
on
been here
South
for a
America.
period.
They've taken a lot of land up
Okay.
here.
So we're going to be
Makes
doing
sense.
perfect.
I mean, this
learning
is
about, again, perfect
Latin
squares.
America.
Now, I know
Here's
we
one
did
final
this
look at the
activity
world map
already,
here in
so,
1836 before we head into the third
means that
game.
we're gonna get
Also,
through a
real
little
quick,
bit more
because
quicker
this
than we
stuff
normally
isn't
would.
really going to matter
Right,
anymore.
what I would
Here's
like you to
culture.
do
Obviously, the
is
Irish
build
have really
a small,
dominated the Western
medium, and a
Hemisphere,
large square
as well as
with
Orthodox.
tiles, okay?
The Orthodox
Or with
religion
anything.
is
You could use
by
green
far the
paper
most
if you like
popular
as
this
well.
way.
Make sure no square has more than 100 tiles.
So as you can tell,
And then,
some names
what
have changed.
multiplication
We have
equation-
Rome,
what
Italy,
multiplication
France,
equation
Spain, Scotland now,
drives
and
your
actually
area,
that's going to
so to
continue to
speak.
happen here in Vicky 2. There's
show
going to
you
be a
what I
couple
mean
more
by
places
that.
that
Give me a moment.
probably pop up in this campaign. This is definitely going to make it a little bit easier to keep track of who's who, with
You guys see
Persia,
the
India,
newspaper
Pakistan here, which Pakistan's kind of funny because they barely even control Pakistani territory.
No.
I mentioned this before in
No.
previous conversion videos, but keep in mind
Yes.
this is still wastelands.
Okay,
Just because we
perfect.
saw it in EU4 under the
Okay,
control of a
so
certain
what I
nation,
mean by that
that
is,
wasn't the
again,
case.
you are
A little
making
misleading.
squares.
Yeah,
So
this stuff
for
is still
instance, if I
up
were to
for
make a
colonization,
square,
which means in North America,
if I were to
there's
make a square that
some
looks
land
like
still
this,
left. Kind of. Canada, India,
okay,
US could get
that's
some
my
stuff.
square.
I mean, even Rome,
And what
technically,
multiplication?
which
So
for their North
so
American
we know
colony,
that this
they
is
are really
four
going to need it. Now, Japan has
square
changed a lot. A lot of the tributary
units.
states in EU4 have been integrated inside of their country, which
Okay.
I guess
So
I
we know that by
definitely
doing
underestimated
1, 2,
just how
3,
powerful
4.
they were
And
in
the second
EU4.
question is, what
They're actually ranked
multiplication
fourth in this
equation
world.
describe the area?
Don't count out some of these
So
Chinese
I
nations
know
just
that
yet.
I have
I know that they hold
squares
a lot of the
here on the
coastline,
side,
which is
and
pretty
two
good
squares
territory.
here on the top.
They could
So I
possibly
know
make a
that
comeback.
2
Here's the first war,
times
and I feel like this
2
conflict's going to continue to
equals
pop up
4.
throughout
That's
the rest of this
multiplication sentence,
campaign.
okay?
It's
So
Poland
again,
versus
still
Russia.
small, medium, and large
Yeah,
squares,
that's going to be a rivalry. I
square.
think that continues on
And
until
then
World War
what
II.
multiplication
By the way,
sentence
flags
does
are super
it-
messy. Like,
what
most
multiplication
nations
sentence
are definitely going to have the wrong
describe
flag.
the
Just going to keep
okay?
that in mind. It was the only way I
give
was
you
actually
5
going to be able to make
minutes.
this conversion video work. Yeah, but I think Poland is definitely going to be able to hold their own. They're way up there in the
We're gonna go through
rankings,
this a little
and
bit
Russia's
quicker than normal,
surprisingly
okay,
not
guys?
as high. Looks like the Roman North American colony managed to get all of Colorado. That's not that bad. I mean, India got everything else, but, you know, they're making progress. Ouch. And the Indians have also taken a big old chomp out of Persia. That's unfortunate and kind of surprising. I thought the Persians were going to do really well with all that African territory. Now I'm thinking Scotland should be able to protect himself pretty well here in the British Isles. They're the only ones here. The problem is, they're not going to do that much. I don't think they're going to win. They just didn't get enough colonies. I mean, all they have is like Central America and the Caribbean, which I would not be surprised if they lose. And actually, it'll probably be
How do I
less
switch
than
my camera angle again? Oh, okay,
the
I
Rome
see, I
that
see.
isn't holy or Roman or an empire. Either way, they took a big old chunk out of the Polish, and well, actually, they might be losing that stuff to France right soon. See, there is hope just yet for the
And then
Chinese Empire.
when
I mean,
saw
somehow
you,
they got a lot of the
I want
coastline
to
out of
show you
nowhere,
Japan
but
show
also they're going to
how-
win another conflict with Japan. Well, it might be their first, I don't know. But either way, I don't know how they're doing this. Luckily, there will be no super overpowered Sweden that just dominates this campaign. Kind of dodged a bullet there. But it's going to be Finland that maybe has an opportunity of unifying the Nordic lands. They still definitely going to kick out France, though. Okay, Canada, what are you doing? How did you allow India to take so much land? I don't know if it's through war or, like, pathetic colonization. Actually, more than likely, a little bit of both. Either way, you know, this could be really bad. If the U.S. go through a civil war, which is possible still, it's going to allow India to maybe take control of this continent and probably end up winning this game. Although at the same time, the Romans are just completely obliterating Brazil and Peru. They're continuing to lose wars. I think it's only a matter of time before these places get kicked out. Damn. And two big things in Western Europe. First of all, France has united with that other French nation, kind of bringing back that big, scary blue blob. And Scotland has turned into the British
small,
Empire.
medium, and a large.
Yeah.
They cannot be
It hurts.
more than
So
100
again, this
tiles.
is a British Empire formed
So
by
less than
Scotland
100 tiles.
with Irish culture. That's definitely a new one. Okay, I might have been overestimating India for like this entire like last 10 minutes. So they're losing some wars, and they've already lost one. They're probably gonna lose another. That's a really big deal. And it's actually been world wars that they're losing. Not sure how many just yet, but they kind of allied themselves with the wrong person. Russia's like their only friends. So yeah, that was definitely kind of a bad idea. But at the same time, this universe has been real slow at developing certain ideologies. So the Communist Manifesto wasn't written until 1918. This dude Karl Marx didn't start writing this shit until he was almost 100 years old. I don't know if communism helped him find the fountain of youth or some shit, but he's about to turn to dust soon. Yeah, this is probably for the best. The HRE has turned into the Southern German Federation. Yeah, that's good. I thought we were going to have like 2 Romes for this whole game. So I've been counting them, and technically there has been 4 world wars.
Okay, when you're
that has
ready,
happened so far.
raise up
And
your, raise your
as
hand.
I said, India and Russia
so I know
continue to
you
be
want
allies. They lost a lot of the lands. Japan got a bunch of territory. Obviously,
Come on.
some neighbors of India got some stuff
Bam.
too. And
Oh,
while the
that's a
African
good
continent
start.
is,
Ooh, that's not
I
a good
think
start.
safe to say
Check
the worst I've ever
the-
seen. I guess you should have expected this to be a
Okay.
big campaign, but
Squares.
holy
One-
shit, this is pretty bad. The Romans weren't
Medium?
able to completely unify
Yep,
this
it is a
continent,
medium
but
one.
I mean,
Oh,
either
so
way,
mine's
Brazil and Peru
9
are
square
going to be
units?
pretty insignificant.
So
I don't think they're going to
3
be very
and
much in
3?
war. Here's one final look at the great powers,
3 times
because
3
we're not going to be able to
equal
see anything like this in the next
Thank you.
game. But Japan is technically number 1, out of nowhere, again, India fell a lot, which I think is the reason why. China, though, is the massive comeback. I mean, they barely existed when we first went to Mickey 2. Literally, over the course of just 100 years, they became almost the strongest nation on Earth. There's surprisingly still quite a few nations that allow slavery, and that hasn't really been reformed too much. The big one being Russia. But Russia has had a lot of issues. Let's just let them have this one thing. Most of the world has no healthcare. None. Actually, the best nation as a whole is Burma, which is just low healthcare. And at the same time, pretty much unlimited work days. There is no, like, 8-hour, 10-hour, 14-hour limit. Oh, here we go. Here's a couple nice places, I guess. Anyways, point is, this isn't necessarily the best Earth to live on in any nation, just if you're a human in general. Yeah, but, who cares about that? Here's a fun look at the top 8, but again, I do just want to point out that it's not even really close between the first and second ranked nations. The Japanese are twice as strong as China.
4 and 4.
4 and 4. Let's try that.
So here's where we decide a winner. Who will rule Earth for the next 1,000 years, I guess, if they can survive the alien invasion? The obvious answer seems to be Japan, but I think they're going to have a tough time with China. Russia really worries me. I don't think they're strong enough at all to stand up to the Japanese Empire, which could be a pretty major issue. Unless maybe China and India get involved, they're going to be pretty tough to stop. Personally, I want to say France is probably the biggest dark horse. Their neighbors aren't that strong. They can easily hold up Spain, Germany, and the UK. They just got to be careful of Poland. Of course, we always have to watch for North America. Just about any nation could probably win it from this kind of year. Except the US, who's the strongest, hasn't really been ranked in any of the previous games, actually. I'm really curious to see what role South America and Africa are going to play. Obviously, the nations from these continents aren't very powerful, but I think they'll still have a pretty big impact, one way or the other. Now, in order to make this as fair as possible, every nation in the top 8 got their own faction. That makes, I think, the most sense in terms of balance. It's not really fair when a bunch of nations kind of just team up and take out the smaller ideologies. And I think India is actually going to be the most important, since they're the strongest country with a more extreme ideology. They've gone fascist, obviously, from their team name. But how embarrassing would it be for Rome to lose kind of their own video? I mean, it's definitely possible. They ain't looking that great, and it's kind of depressing. Let's see if they can make up for it. Now, if you're wondering who some of the major communist countries are, I guess this shouldn't be much of a surprise, but since Karl Marx released his little manifesto here, Azerbaijan, fully communist, Persia next, and kind of surprisingly Brazil. I wasn't expecting that one, but okay. And it looks like the two Irish nations, or the two nations that started off in the British Isles, that might sound a little less weird. They put their differences aside, and they formed a team, since they're actually the only Western monarchies kind of still around. Well, I guess besides Rome. But that was kind of the obvious one. Of course, they were going to go down this path. And they've got a cool-ass portrait. I don't mean to put more pressure on you guys, but now you gotta do good. Oh, God. I really hope this isn't a bad omen.
It's okay, we learned from
Finland,
mistakes.
why do you have Sweden's flag? I really hope this is a coincidence. This flag situation kind of sucks. I guess there's a chance that they might just be super overpowered now. Here's the first conflict leading up to World War V, and this could be very bad, because these guys are actually allied to Rome. Oh, they got lucky. Oh, they took them out real quick, which is kind of what they needed to do, but that could have been really bad. Like, all communism could be wiped out. Interesting. So the Romans decided to attack Ukraine, which, I mean, that's going to be pretty easy. They're pretty much undefended. Still, kind of an odd choice.
Yeah, no, we're not playing this no more.
Harder than I'm thinking, because
You're talking about,
well, yeah, the Romans have no